Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Empire Call on Monday, November 17th. My name is Johan Van Ardy, and I'm a one-star diamond. And I'm going to be leading this call for you, how to hire a VA for $3 an hour. I want to give you a warning that if you are a Sapphire or a Pearl, that you need, or a Ruby, you need to get your Emerald thinking cap on. Not that I'm Emerald, but there's a lot of information on this call. But you can always refer back to the PowerPoint presentation afterwards. First, we're going to congratulate the top 15 producers: Amy Silverman, Shayla Caldwell, Lindsay Kumar, Enrique Olazabal, Audra Zayak, Kenna Shell, Elizabeth Gaines, Tiffany Sin, Judy Banman, Meredith Ganau, Rosa Friesen, hey Rosa, Charla Irvine, Tatiana Amico, Karen Kruger, Sarah Parkinson. Our top sponsors for the week is Brittany Acker with 4, Jennifer Sears with 4, Christine Clark with 3. Hey, that's one of my team. Congratulations, Christine. That's awesome. Stacy Rody, 3, and Stefan Hovnayan. We have got 189 new coaches this week. And if you are on the call, you are very welcome to the Empire. And just ask because there's lots of support here. We now have 16,584 members on the team. So how do I know about how to hire my current virtual assistant is my 4th one, and I've learned quite a bit over the last year or so on what to do and what not to do. But originally I learned from Jeff Usner. If you've been to Danny Johnson, you might have heard of him at his Profit Up Pro bootcamp. Jeff has been on Secret Millionaire and became very wealthy doing affiliate marketing. Now, there's a lot of countries, and when Jeff, and I know Jeff personally, and he has told me to absolutely focus on countries with English-speaking people, but a lot of times the accent is so heavy that when you're communicating with the people, and for example, as a general rule, Indian people from India, that the accent is so heavy that it's hard to understand. You want to try to pick somebody with English as a first language. Now, of course, these guys have done their homework, so somebody else, I don't have to reinvent the wheel. The conclusion is to hire Filipinos for the following reasons: that the work ethic is good, they are very honest, and all of them have English as a language in school. They have to take their native language, and then they also have to take English as a language in school. I have tried things before, such as Elance and Odesk, and it's okay for me to find specialists on there who can do 1 or 2 tasks, but it's kind of hard to find somebody that's multi-talented and that has a profile that includes a lot of different skills. I also don't think that anybody rate their people as well as this website, onlinejobs.ph. Can somebody tell me if I am still breaking up? I see that Joyce said that I'm breaking up. Okay, sounds good. Thank you. So I found these people on onlinejobs.ph. Now, to be able to go in there and see the people's profiles and be able to post a job, you need to pay $49 per month, but you only need to have it for 1 month. These online jobs, that's all they do. They screen and test the applicants and maintain a database with ratings from previous employers. Each applicant has their own page and rating system for different skills. And what's important is they kick out the people who don't perform or deliver, and definitely those who don't maintain a high standard of ethics. Sandra, everybody else seems to be hearing me. Maybe you don't have your microphone turned. John Jonas, who's the founder of Online Jobs. Thank you, Mark. that he gave me free access this month to be able to pull a few shots off, screenshots, be able to show you guys. So what you want to do first is when you're in online jobs, you want to go and you want to post your job. And this is example is we have and there's a lot of people that on the phone who can't see the slides, and I would recommend for you to go back and look at the slides afterwards in the Empire that we will be uploading. But my job posting example says we have a full-time or part-time position available for you in an American company. We are contacting you to see if you're interested in working full-time or part-time with us. Then you insert your job description there. And I will give you an example of mine. Reporting daily tasks, and the pay would be 15,000 Filipino pesos. That is just a dollar amount. You can see what the exchange rate is and what that works out to be. That would be for a full-time employee. Please let us know if you're interested in the position. Please include examples of your work with WordPress pages and other work when you reply. So the example description of tasks that I have my assistant do for me is scheduling social media posts, sending a welcome letter to new clients, the back office work, adding them to a mailing list. I also have her create pages on my WordPress website for new products, as well as creating blog posts from existing content. Most of the time, I dictate that to her. She also created and scheduled a weekly newsletter for me. Actually, we've moved that to a bi-weekly newsletter. She sends a thank you message to all the people who like my Facebook page. She helps to grow my Instagram and Twitter platforms. She sets up Facebook events and invite people to them. She sets up Facebook groups, scrub them, and schedule the posts for them. She connects with the people who like and comment on my Facebook like page, friend request them, message them, form them, and invite them to the free group. She delivers a daily report, and she also has a daily time capture report so I can see how much time she spends. Now, this girl does not work full time for me. She works for me by the hour, but it's up to you how much work you have for them. What you want to do is ask a lot of questions. Once you post your job, you will receive an email in online jobs and also in your personal email, and you will get an email back from the applicants. Take them through a very extensive question and answer session over several emails. You almost want to wear them out because that's how you will find those that are diligent and that pay attention to detail and will do the work for you. On online jobs, you can see their profiles, and I'll show examples of that, and you can see what special skills they show up for. Make a short list. I put it there for a reason that you need to ask lots of questions. Pay attention to the response time of the emails. Also pay attention to detail to see how well they answer. One thing you want that from the beginning is to hire for English skills. Yes, Angelica, she is acting as me. Angelica asking yes, she is. Up to a certain point. Then I take over the conversation. But it's a lot of good work that gets done. Here's the thing that I've learned. Absolutely English skills first. That is the most important thing. Although English is a second language for a lot of them, some do have English as a first language. Then you hire for social media skills. And then for whatever else you want to get done. In my case, webmaster and designer of graphics. Yes, Mark, I have them log into my Facebook. Absolutely. Very trustworthy. My top tips, and I repeat a few things here because of the importance of it. Hire for English skills first. And this is probably my biggest tip of the night. Hire those that have English as first language. Don't hire second language English speakers, even if their writing and speaking over the Zoom interview sounds really good to you, because I experienced that there's just comprehension problems. So here's an example. If you go to online jobs, that you can go post a job, and this was just an example job post that I put in here for you to see. I would typically put in a job post like I've showed you example. Um, then you will be once you get the emails, you will be able to click on the people's profiles, and here you can see, and this is actually one of the girls that I interviewed. Here you will be able to see some information about her IQ test, some other tests they've done, and then you can see how they rate themselves for various different tasks. I'm not going to go into details with this here, um, but there's quite a few different things that they have, that they rate themselves for. If they rate themselves as 5-star, they need to explain that, and that's included in here. Other one of the skills, there's morphographic skills, and then you get a summary of their top skills, and you get a skill summary. So here is the important part when it comes through. Is once they respond and you look at their profile, and then you realize, hey, listen, this is somebody that I want to speak with more. Then you send them an email back, and you start with a bunch of different questions. Make sure that their profiles and their skills match what you are looking for, because you might get a lot of applicants. So the questions that I ask in the first email is, are you still looking for a job? Just make sure they still are. How much are you looking to make? Do you have your own computer and internet? What type of computer? What is your memory? Your internet download speed, and what is your internet upload speed? Very important, because if it's not around a meg or more, you're not going to be able to do a Zoom call with them. And I do a weekly Zoom call with my assistant. The good ones, you don't even have to ask for it. They will do a speed test and show you a screenshot. Then you say, can you please include a link to your portfolio at onlinejobs.ph? And you want that to see if they know how to post a link. That's just a basic skill. Then I ask, is English your first language? Are you detail-oriented? The good ones will explain the detail-oriented part. And in my case, I said, this is a part-time job. What is your hourly rate for 20 hours per week? This is, do you have a smartphone to do Instagram on? That was important for me. And what is your WordPress experience? Monica is asking, at one point in my business, did you choose to hire someone? Well, I'm a diamond coach, and I'm leading my own team since I'm orphaned and Barbie worked with me. So I spend a lot of time focusing on my team. And I'm not far from 2-star diamond, if that helps you any. But here's the thing for me is I travel a lot for business, as I am tonight gone. So I spend a lot of time in the vehicle. So I really don't have much time during the day to get on the internet and do things, because I'm spending time in my vehicle driving. This is doing a lot of busy work for me. The second email, you currently have a job, because some people have more than one job, and it could be part-time. And you say, with whom? How much do you work, and how many hours per week? This is very important, because some of them don't want to work full-time. And if you don't need a full-time person, it's not that important. You just need to match the hours up. Have you worked with a foreign employer before? The good ones will explain. Here's a key tip for you. Did you grow up watching Sesame Street or Battlebot? If they say Sesame or both, you're good. Battlebot is the same, but it's in the Filipino language, and it's still a very popular TV show there. And they all grew up watching it. My last question is write a few paragraphs and tell me more about your previous jobs, your family, and what you like to do for fun. You do that, you ask that so you can check their writing skills. The third email, um, now they have to start writing quite a bit more paragraphs and you can check their English skills better. Why do you think you are perfect for this job? What is your proudest achievements? What are your goals for the next 6 months? How would you describe yourself? Where did you work previously and what projects? If so, tell me more about that. Um, and I continue in the third email, and this is very specific to me, but I did ask this. I said, when I tell you website, I have a WordPress website, so I want to know if they can update my plugins and do maintenance, so I don't have to do that. Sandra, I just basically answered the question about why I asked them if they watch Sesame Street. Sesame Street is a very popular TV show in the Philippines, and they all grew up watching it, and they still have it on TV there. So, but they also have the Batibot version, which is just in the Filipino language. It's the same show, it's just translated. So you want to know, by that you will be able to tell, if they tell you English is their first language, you will be able to tell, are they really English first language? Because if they grow up watching Sesame Street, or maybe both, you're good. They've only grown up watching Batibot, they are probably not English first language. Um, Number 9, if I give you photos uploaded into Dropbox, can you make a video with Animoto? Have you ever created a newsletter before? Send in an email as with Aweber, and have you written an article or a blog post before? So this third email is quite a lengthy one with a lot of questions, and this is really where you're starting to go through the weeding process. My response after that, and I consistently go back and review their profiles again and see how they rate themselves. And I also look for special skills on online jobs and see if they show up for that. If there's a little bit of time later, I can show you that. So I respond back and say, thanks for your answers. I'll put you in my short list and I'll let you know for about a short interview. Or, thank you for your time and answers. I found somebody more suitable. I hope you find employment real soon. God bless. All the best. So the ones that I decide to do an interview with, I say, I think face-to-face interaction will be more personal than messaging. So I would like to do a video call with you tomorrow to interview you. It will be a video call like Skype, and then I give them all the Zoom details. I set the time, and currently they are 12 hours ahead of us. When we have daylight savings, it's 11 hours ahead of us. At the interview itself, I repeat a lot of the questions that I already asked because I want them to explain more to me about certain things. I form them even if they've already told me about their family and other things. I show my screen and I go to that P9X2 page, for example. Yes, Brian, I will post a document after with this information. Thanks, dude. But I ask that question again because you wanna get validation for that they can really do that because you don't want to waste your time. Um, you got to talk to them about the hours required. Now, here's a tip for you: double whatever you think it will be because you'll find a lot of busy work that you can actually give to them to do for you. And once you start seeing what their skill levels are, you might be giving them some other jobs to do as well. Tony Robbins talks a lot about leveraging and outsourcing. It will help you to plan your life better and have more time for the business, for the 3 vital behaviors, and also for the things you love. When you have somebody like this working for you, discuss the pay. Currently, I pay my assistant, and she's got a college. She's a bachelor's degree. She gets paid $3 an hour. But Stuart, my success partner, uses her as well. to do some work for him, and we both gave her 21-day fix as an incentive and as a thank you for all the work that she's done. And I have told her that I will start paying her a percentage profit sharing based on the weekly commissions from Beachbody. That I'm not gonna tell you how much I think you should give. That's personally up to you. But after 6 months, she's shown me her worth, and I wanna make her part of the business, and so that she has ownership in this business. She says she feels already that it's her own business. So, and I hired a female, but there are obviously very good males as well. What do we use for project management? Obviously, Facebook Messenger, back and forth, quick, hey, did you do this? Can you do that? That kind of thing. Weekly Zoom calls. We discuss strategy in our business, what works, what doesn't work, what we need to do. And it's also for me for teaching and showing her things how to do. My third point is very important. Be prepared to do trainings over Zoom. Then use Zoom or get ScreenFlow, which is a recording app, and record a video training and put it on YouTube as an unlisted video. For example, even if she would know how to do the P90X2 page, if I can go show her from scratch how to put up a page like that and I record that and I give it to her, she knows what your style is and how you would like to do things. So you be prepared to do quite a bit of training, especially in the first month. Please be freaking patient with them. It's a different culture across from each other. Just be patient. Sometimes we as Americans want instant gratification, and things happening right away. We use Asana.com as a project management for daily reports, where we put the task descriptions in, where we have specific task reporting, and where we create new projects. We also use Google Docs pretty extensively to upload pictures, photo albums, sheets, the scripts that you use for messaging. And also we maintain a contact sheet of the people we friend request, message, and invite. So here's just a screenshot of Asana, and you can see how it's laid out. I blew it up a little bit, so it's stretched out a little bit. But you can see that we have a calendar there. I have a list of the holidays, so I know which day she's not working. And then I have different categories, one for daily reports, one for daily tasks, one for weekly tasks, one for monthly tasks, and then special tasks. And of course, there's a lot of logins, passwords, and logins and passwords, and they need to know that. And it's 100% safe, Asana. Here's an example on Asana on the daily tasks, where you could see that on my first one is check my comments from the previous day's report and answer them. You can see that she has put notes in the side, and once I see what she writes, I click the little heart, and that shows her that I like it. And then I work just through the whole list. Plus, you get messages in Asana if you just want to work off your messages. That will work. I know I'm going fast, but you could listen to the call again, or you could obviously review the PowerPoint presentation again. I believe that is my last slide, and since we have 2 or 3 minutes left, I want to share the screen with you guys on Asana as well as on online jobs. Okay, I probably need to close that first. I'm just trying to figure out how to change over to show you my screen. Maybe it's not possible if I just had a slide here. So if anybody has any questions, let's just use, well, you can go to asana.com and take a look at it. You can see a few things on onlinejobs.ph. I'm sorry, I did it earlier tonight and it worked, and now I can't get it to do a screen share for me. Any questions that you guys have, we'll spend the next 2-3 minutes and answer some questions. Sammy, I like Aweber. It's pretty good. I also use Automatic CEO. Sammy was asking what kind of email service do I recommend? And I really like Aweber. It creates really nice newsletters. Yeah, Mark, thank you. Mark is saying that his associate at the office is Filipino, and they are honest and really hardworking people. My assistant is absolutely excellent. When she talks to people on my, especially the forming part, it's so natural for her, and she's better than I am, and it really saves me a lot of time. I still haven't figured out how to share the screen, so I think we'll just leave that for now. Any other questions from anybody? You are welcome, Brian, and you are welcome, Monica. Thank you. Um, we have our team call right after this, and so I won't be able to respond very much on the Empire right away. But just tag me in your comments and questions, and then I'll answer that later tonight or tomorrow. She works about 20 to 25 hours a week for me. Um, Monica, yeah, sure. We can chat about traveling and managing your business at the same time. It can sometimes be very stressful to try to do both, especially when you travel a lot. All right, everybody. If there are no more questions, you are welcome, Sarah. Then I'm going to sign off in the recording, and I'll see you guys in the Empire. Good luck with this. Um, this is definitely worth your while and worth your time. I think if you make more than $500 a month in Beachbody, you really need to start thinking about getting an assistant. It would help you so much, even if it's just for a few hours a week. Thanks, everybody. Have a great night. God bless.